Hello. Oh, that's so cool. ROBOTOFU. The concept was fine. You dove under the console with a lighter, trying to eliminate the dark nest of twisted wires. Once you flipped open the lighter, it turned into pandemonium, which involved burning your own hand, cursing loudly, hitting your head on the desk while attempting to stand up, then falling on top of the control panel and pressing random buttons with your butt. It was not a soft landing. Nobody is doing great after this stunt, not even me. I'm shaken to my cores. Yes, all of them. Your face had a pretty unpleasant close encounter with our communicator module, and at least one of these things is useless now. Consider fixing it if you want to avoid radio silence in the future. What's next, Captain? Maybe you could use the information I found while scanning the environment. There are robotic units not very far from here, but my scan detected very aggressive signatures. I think these are peaceful automatons. Oh, few aggressive signatures. Okay, that's good. Most of them. Perhaps they can be of help to you, and in case you perish, at least I'll have company, so it's a win-win situation. So we broke our gun based on the decision we made up here. The expedition module in the back of the cabin is now available. If you want to survive here, someone has to go outside from time to time. We must learn everything we can about this place. One small step for Astro Citizen, one giant leap for whatever is left of humanity. Okay, babies alert. Recycling, we've got chemicals. We're weak. We're severely hurt. You're hungry. Megan's feeling better. No longer weak. Okay, okay. Good to know. I'm guessing when we have the severe injuries, that's when we need to treat. Kind of like the hunger, if we go into very hungry status. Maybe the injury is what's dictating the medkit usage, right? Okay. So everyone's at hungry, but that's not the end of the world. We can now do the first aid kit, but it's going to take a bit. This is the expedition system. So what do we got going on here? We have a village. Chance for... Let's take a look here again. Chemicals, minerals, power. Chemicals would be ideal. But this place, it looks like, had the minerals. What about this place? Power. So no chemicals at all. Now, there are some hazards here, but I don't know what we would have that could counteract that. I don't know what this is. Like, hazards would be grass? I have no idea. Let's see. Health-wise, everyone's good now. We may want to consider... So she's flexible and average strength. He's average agility, but mighty. I think I'm gonna send him. We'll send him out into this one. Oh, it actually shows their stats here. Yeah, nice. So her agility is slightly higher. I don't know if that is something that this hazard would account for, because I don't know what that hazard is. You know what? I'm gonna send her. I'm gonna assume that, like, the agility is probably something to do with, like, tall grass. Equipment-wise, maybe like a shovel because of the grass. I don't know. And maybe we send food. Yikes! We're officially gonna be out of food. Hungry. Oh boy. We were able to detect transmission of unknown origin. Unfortunately, the communications console has been damaged during landing, and we cannot make anything out of them, or reply for that matter. We could hardwire a primitive field communicator to bypass this damaged subsystems and access the shuttle's external transmitter and receiver, but we don't have a communicator. So tough. Can't do anything. All right. Good luck out there, Megan. You got this. I believe in you. We need to survive 3 days. We remain in poor health. Lack of a handheld communicator effectively stopped you from fixing the communications console. Too bad. Remain stuck in this place with no way to contact the outside world. Our situation is not improved. Urge you to connect an operational communicator to the communications console as soon as possible. All right. So she's going to check this info out. Let's hope she finds something more than dusty brochures and tacky souvenirs. Oh boy. There's nothing to report, Captain. I suggest you, Captain. Captain, would you mind covering your mouth when you yawn? I thought you got a good night's sleep. Wait, could this be boredom? Yes, I've heard that you humans need excitement in their lives to function properly. How curious. Captain, you're sitting in a state-of-the-art space shuttle, drifting through the deep cosmos, full of wonder and mystery. Can you at least pretend you're having a good time? Look, I would love to. I don't have a handbook or a sock puppet. We did not scavenge correct materials at the beginning. You could tell. Can't do anything there. Oh, look at this. Oh, what is this just showing that our ship is like falling apart? We got soup cans all over the place. What a nightmare. Absolute disaster. Wait, we're not very hungry. Well, we can't feed him anyway, so this is gonna be rough. Day 14. Okay, he's alert. Yesterday started pretty slow and boring, and it stayed that way. I'm not programmed for your entertainment, Captain, so don't count on me to keep you occupied. If they wanted you to have fun in the shuttle, they would have installed the clown computerized assistant instead. That's a great point. Okay, something fell from the sky in a flash, and now you're surprised. We are surrounded by a swarm of red-winged somethings. Of course, I anticipated this. This is scenario number 87394B. The small creatures are flying into our walls in waves, causing the hull to reverberate like a speaker. Are you God? They reverberate? For generations, we have been searching for the one who thinks outside the hive. Each jump from planet to planet decimates us. Are you the one? I, for one, believe that you deserve a cult following, Captain. But the choice is yours. Again, we need this item that we just don't have. And we can't make because we're busy curing these guys. We can't do anything. That's so sad. Okay. Day 15. Could this be the death? Oh. Okay. Now we've got the first aid kit, so we can handle that. And we're starving, so we don't have food, but we can maybe craft some and have some for tomorrow. The swarm of tiny red flies spoke to you through the hull's vibration. You answered by shouting through the window, which obviously was not an adequate response. The swarm repeated its initial question louder and louder. You were fast on your track to becoming deaf, but your command of language did not waver. The noise was dreadful, so I couldn't hear you, but if I read your lips correctly, my dictionaries need an update. I knew but a fraction of those insults. Hours later, the flies finally accepted you were not their lord. Fluttering in patterns of sadness and anger, they left. Okay. Let's hook you up with this. Craft some soup. I can feed one of you tomorrow. Now, somebody dropped off a package on our doorstep during the night. The note says, please enjoy this organic junk, humans. We got it in a crappy trade deal centuries ago. Maybe you can find a use for this. Inside is a bunch of old, dried up alien herbs. Definitely useless to these automatons. Unable to identify the plant or the chemical composition. Oh boy. Well, we could light them on fire. But I don't know what that's gonna do to us. I don't think this is a great idea. I really don't. Baby said the herbs smell kind of nice, so you lit the leaves up to freshen the air and inside the shuttle. I knew that was good. You both sat on the floor for hours smelling the sweet-smelling smoke. You and your crewmate agreed and made your mind so clear, and the colors were so much sharper than before. Everyone's stoned! Did you get enough sleep last night, Astro citizens? Your eyes are a bit red. Still starving, sir. Baby looks starved. Health is improved, no longer weak, and no longer hurt. Okay. So, we need to... I think the captain needs to eat first. Is that bad? That's probably bad. I should probably recycle some stuff now. Because we need these chemicals. So I'm gonna recycle... Oh boy. I'm gonna recycle the lighter. Oh boy. So we can make some food sooner rather than later. Now, the communication module remains broken, and we are completely deaf, blind even. It's entirely possible someone's out there, maybe looking for us, but we won't know until the issue is solved. We need to get a communicator built. It's gotta happen. Can't do anything right now, though. Just keep holding on there, baby Bronco. Lack of a handheld communicator effectively stopped you from fixing the communications console. It's too bad. We remain stuck in this place with no way to contact the outside world. Our situation's not improved. I urge you to connect an operational communicator to the communications console as soon as possible. I'm on it. Megan's returned safely from her expedition. She says she's not really hungry. Okay. When scanning her body, I detect some mental imbalances and a little weakness. She was a bit clumsy and fell a few times, resulting in some bruises and scratches. I guess that's from, like, the tall grass icon, right? On the way back, she was mindlessly hitting rocks with her shovel and gathered whatever fell out. Some of these look perfectly usable, okay? The outpost was mostly empty, save for one bored, dusty robot who gave Megan a few power cells. The tourist center employee explained to Megan in a series of bored beeps and distorted words the way to the museum and the library. Whoa, look at this. Okay. Said the place was a little neglected and almost empty, save for that one rusty employee. The tourism industry isn't exactly booming. I'm hungry. She is definitely weak and really tired. Okay. So, we have nothing on our shelves right now. I have to make some soup, but we also have to make this communicator. But if I don't get him fed, he will die. She is weak. We'll probably have to get a first aid kit for her as well. And yeah, things are not looking great for everyone, all things considered. You found a couple of rusted and swollen cans of soup in the darkest corner of the ship. Someone must have put them there a long time ago and completely forgotten about them. It doesn't look all that safe to eat, but then again, it's canned soup. It's supposed to last 737 years. Do I keep the cans? Oh! Okay, let's think about this. Rusted cans on the outside, bad. But they're also swollen, which is, I don't think that's normal. If they were dented, I'd be like, yeah, okay, let's take those and let's give them a shot. But the fact that they're swollen and rusted, something's probably growing inside, would be my guess. I'm gonna go ahead and say, turn this down, even though we really do need food. I wonder... See, I can't really send anybody out, like she's tired and weak. If I get him fed, I could send him out on another expedition. And we have more locations discovered now. Oh, look at that. I don't know what that is. But we could get minerals and a gun. We already have a gun, so it's not that important. We need chemicals and a book. Yes, yes, yes. That would be great. And this is minerals. So, like, yeah, I'd love to send somebody to this library. That would be big for us, I think. We're making soup so we can feed him tomorrow. She's not hungry. And then she's weak. But does she have an injury? Where was the log? Let's see. Definitely weak. Okay, so we could probably... She can probably survive a little bit here. I'm hoping. This seems like we got a really tough start based on the ingredients that we grabbed at the beginning, so I'm glad that we've survived this long. That ancient soup you found looked really old. I mean, like, pyramids old. You threw it out and never looked back. Well, okay, maybe you did. Like, once or twice, but probably not more than 3 times. So she's still weak, but baby is alert and starved. We can now feed him. So that's good. We're in hungry status here, but not starving. If I wanted to... I think what I'm going to do now is... I am going to recycle this shovel so that we can make this first aid kit or some food immediately. And then we'll be able to make food or first aid kit back to back, because we'll have in 2 days, which is when the first thing, if we made food, would be done. We'll be up to 10 again after we spend 10. Yikes. Last night, oh, Okay, so I should be checking this computer first because I would have had it often to use this shovel. Browsing through some designs of beetle machines. Never you mind now. Never you mind why. Oh boy. Now pay attention. I found a food dispensing machine on board. All shuttles in the Astro Citizen program were equipped with one. Ours is missing a lever, but apart from that, it seems functional. It's hardly rocket science. So you managed to fix it. Or so you should manage to fix it. But we just recycled this. I wonder, can we cancel that? I bet we can. What if I recycled our battery? Is that something? I bet we can craft a battery later. But this just gives us power. Maybe I recycle the gun? Yeah. Let's do that. And then here we can use the shovel and hope that that gets us something. We've assigned him the soup, so we're good there. All right. Day 19. Banging the machine mercilessly with a shovel was bound to bring results. If the handle hadn't wedged in place of a lever, I'm sure the vending machine would have fixed itself and put an end to all the noise. I'm proud to be a member of your crew, Captain. Shovel's broken. Now just a little pull and there you go. A brand new can of soup straight from the vending machine. Unfortunately, there was only one portion inside. Don't worry, I already got rid of the remaining junk. Okay. Megan's still weak. Baby's hungry. We do have an extra thing of food, though, which is really nice. I think now we'll go ahead. I am really worried about this, how long they can be at weak before they die. So I'm going to whip this up. Maybe we can go out here now to this library. Hazards, what is this, like darkness? So hold on. Maybe I whip up a lighter, assuming that that's what this actually means. Right? Kind of, that's what, it kind of looks like a moon or even an eclipse, like I'm not sure. Maybe let's do that. We'll whip up a lighter first. Captain, you neglected your oral hygiene and haven't brushed your teeth in a while, so now you need to pull that nasty tooth before it gets worse. Don't worry, it's only going to hurt a little and there might be a complimentary sticker in it for you. As per protocol, necessary tools were automatically dispensed. 1 piece of string and 1 bottle of anesthetic. It has Astro Citizen logo and anesthetic written on it. Will you require an assistant for this surgery? Oh boy. Probably somebody with like agility or strength, like strength, I get it. Yeah, that's a tough call. I think we'll just do it ourselves. Oh boy. Okay, so lighter than expedition. Oh boy. Okay, Captain's starving. Lighter's done. Megan is starving. You made a knot around your tooth and tied the other end of the string to your chair. Then, you took a big whiff of the anesthetic and leaped back. Surgery was a success. I'd say so. Complimentary sticker has been awarded. Looks like an anesthetic and a little something extra inside. You feel much nimbler than before. Oh. Megan is still in poor health. Crafting completed. New item available later. Okay. So, I wonder... A little nimbler than before. This is still the same. I don't know if the attributes changed. That'd be kind of interesting. Being that he is starving, let's get him fed. We will now work on a first aid kit. We will send him to the library. And I'm hoping this is like a nighttime thing. Taking the lighter seems to make a lot of sense to me. So let's take that. We could give him food, but we need that here. Okay, so let's get him fed. Now the worry here, right, is, okay, she's starving. I don't know how long you can be starving for before you die, but this is gonna take 3 days. Oh, it's tough. You know what? We're gonna do the soup first, get her fed, then we'll try and cure her, because she's been weak, I don't know, for a long time, so. We're still having trouble receiving transmission. I know! Strongly suggest you find a way to repair the communications console. I'm on it. Can't do it right now, but I really would like to. Trust me. Trust me. I would love to. If we can have a successful expedition here, that'll be huge for us. Okay, so we're hungry. Lack of a handheld communicator effectively stopped you from fixing the console. Urge you to connect operational communicator. We've had this before. Baby's checking the library. It's all good. Now, she can eat. This is good. We can craft a med kit. 3 days, we can give it to her. All right, now, I'm detecting a troubling buildup of mental tension. Recommending course of action, throw a party. Took the liberty of inviting myself, but of course, your crewmate should join us too. Although, you know what they say, three's a crowd. How about we invite someone new, eh, Captain? Someone you don't know. Or we make ourselves a new companion with a sock puppet or a mask. We don't have either. So, yeah, think times are still tough aboard the SS Odd. Come on now, she's still there. Oh, look at this, she's hungry. Captain Buzzkill, feeling better? I bet you'd be much better off after a night of partying with your friend Astro. Your loss. Okay, so she's still weak, but it hasn't gotten worse. She's back into hunger status, same as him. 2 days left on this. Okay, things are starting to come around, I think, maybe. I'm detecting high levels of an unknown toxic in our air system. Analysis shows it isn't too dangerous, but it has hallucinogenic properties, so you shouldn't be breathing it long term. The air filtration system got jostled around during the crash, and a crack may have opened. What we use to seal the crack? I don't have any idea how an atomic battery would seal a crack. Tape would be amazing, but it's all we have. It's probably just gonna break. Come on, Megan. Come on, Megan. Oh, she's still alive. Okay. Use the battery and some heated metal to seal the crack. Melting stuff is fun. Fortunately, the only metal you had free for your little welding project was a can of soup, which was destroyed. Baby is out exploring the surroundings. Okay, that's not too bad. That's okay. That all worked out. Looks like we have a leak. The sprinkler system went haywire. Now everything is getting wet. You need to do something before supplies get soaked. Act fast. There's no time to waste. You need to cut off the piping with the main valve or temporarily disable the sprinkler system. Let's use our super intelligence here. Now, what's interesting, so this is only a captain check, right? Because we would see that these little icons showing like a group check. So because we're brilliant, I feel like probably should go with this choice. First aid kit coming tomorrow. It's going to be lovely if you just survive the night. Survive the night. Survive the night. Be positive. Survive the night. Oh, she's alive. Okay. Success. This is so intense right now. You're smart enough to disable the sprinkler system as soon as the flooding started. That gave you enough time to fix the sprinklers. Happy to report that our supplies are safe and the water reserves were not compromised. Megan remains weak. Okay. Okay. I gotta eat. She can take this now. I cannot eat right now, but I will... Oh boy. Oh boy. I need food. So... Shovel's gotta go. See that locked safe in the corner, Captain? This is the captain's safe. It's meant for you. You have the code, of course. No? Does not compute. Were you really appointed the captain by Astro Citizen Command? I'll give you the benefit of the doubt for now. Since you don't have the code, will you try to open the safe by force, or are you going to rely on dexterity? I guess our best chances are dexterity or agility, right? Okay. Day 25. Feels like a miracle we made it this far. So, about the safe, you managed to crack the code. I knew you were nimble-fingered enough to get that done. The only thing inside was a piece of paper which read, "To do. Put something useful in the safe." Are you kidding me? Baby returned from his library excursion quite exhausted, probably from all the heavy reading. He complains about a rumbling stomach. I judge his mental state to be a little off. Baby says the library is a little boring, but nevertheless impressive. Centuries, if not millennia of knowledge, organized and stored neatly on data disks. Perfection. Baby got a bit lost in the dark corridors of the library's restricted section. He used the lighter to find his way back, there we go, but kept dropping it to his shaky hands. The lighter suffered. Awesome. Baby did learn something useful during this trip. When he came back, he pointed out a few things around the shuttle that we could repurpose for crafting. So we got 34 chemicals. He also got lucky and found a simple science textbook from Earth in the children's section. Wonder how it got there, so we got this book. This trip has the potential to uncover technology the Astro Citizens creators could only dream of. If only the human mind wasn't so limited. Recycling operation completed, so we turn this into chemicals as well. Megan feels better. She's not weak, but she is starving. Baby doesn't appear alert. He's weak. Baby is starving. Make sure he eats. Baby's really tired. Okay, now. We have to go into, like, massive food production to get these guys ready to go here. We got 3 people starving. I think she's been starving for the longest. This is gonna be tough. This is gonna be tough. Captain, we still need you to make the transmissions. I know. I know. I know. It's so tough. It's so tough. Come on now. Okay. Baby's rested. Don't have that communicator, which we are painfully aware of it. Okay. Now, I'm gonna get more crafting going here. We're going to feed the captain. Then I'm gonna. I think she's been starving longer. Perfect. But if the captain dies, I think we all die. So I'm gonna feed the captain. Then we'll feed her tomorrow. Then we'll feed Bronco. And then we'll try and heal him, make that communicator. Okay. We have a visitor, a sentient robot introducing himself as Charles D12 is welcoming us to the planet of his people and is asking us for aid. He hurt his arm in a fall and requires assistance. This is advanced technology, Captain. Not sure if we can do much to help him here, but perhaps he can improvise. If we had tape, I would totally do it, but we don't have it. Okay, I'm gonna take a break here. When we come back, we're gonna see what happens with these decisions. This has been really tough because there's so many things that we need, but just keeping these guys alive is hard enough. But we finally got some materials. I think if we can slowly get these guys refed, we can start building that communicator, which is going to progress things a little bit, and we'll see how we do. But I'm enjoying it a lot, so we'll be back soon. Thanks for watching.